Well, the man OnLeaks has done it yet again. First we had the Galaxy S11, then the S11e, and now we have the full hat trick. The S11 Plus has arrived. Here we have the renders of the until now elusive S11 Plus, and if anything, the reaction has been probably worse than we've seen on the design on the other two phones. The screen will measure 6.9 inches. Samsung do curve the screen around the edges though, and as you can see, the bezels are virtually non-existent. So according to the leak, the device will actually measure 166.9 millimeters long, 76 millimeters wide, and 8.8 millimeters in depth, although that will grow to around 10.2 millimeters on the camera bump, which is interesting. If correct, it shows us that the camera bump on the S11 Plus will actually protrude further than the camera bumps on both the S11 and the S11e. So that means that the S11 Plus is packing in different camera technology than the other two phones. We've seen both a periscope style zoom camera and a high megapixel big camera sensor tipped for the S11 series. So according to this leak anyway, at least one or both of those will be implemented in the S11 Plus. However, if you look closer at the CAD renders, there is no rectangular cutout on the back camera system. The only other two mainstream phones that have used this setup are the P30 Pro from Huawei and the Oppo Reno 10 times. They both use that rectangular cutout because that is the way that particular technology works. The periscope style lens setup and the offset sensor does add thickness to the camera system, hence why the camera bump would be thicker on the S11 Plus. But we cannot see a rectangular cutout on the back. So there's three options. Either Samsung have found a way to implement the periscope style zoom camera with a circular lens. They aren't using a periscope at all, but rather a system of different focal length lenses. Or it's just not there in the CAD information. The 108 megapixel sensor or a similar type of sensor that has been tipped for the S11 Plus is also extremely big and much thicker than normal camera setups, which could also be the reason for the added thickness and the camera protrusion from the body. If OnLeaks is right about the camera setup on the S11 Plus, we are getting no less than 5 camera lenses and 2 supporting cameras on this phone. Of course, a main lens, an ultra wide lens, and a zoom lens make 3 lenses. So how about the other 2 lenses? Well, they could actually be there to give extra zoom range for the Galaxy S11 Plus instead of the periscope style zoom with that rectangular cutout. But for now, that is unclear. Although I must admit the camera setup and the placement inside of that camera bump just does look a little bit random. So what do people think about the S11 Plus render? Well, reaction online hasn't been the most positive. And for one thing, Samsung leaker Ice Universe said on Twitter, I can definitely say that this Galaxy S11 Plus rendering is wrong, or that the key parts are wrong. The real design is more beautiful than this. I don't blame OnLeaks. Maybe the CAD drawing he got is wrong. Thank him for his efforts. Let's keep waiting. Other online comments have mostly said that they don't like the design. However, having seen some phones with a similar design already, just yesterday I saw the Honor V30, which features almost the same design on the back, and I must say it does look better in person. And that will be the case with the S11 phones too. My own personal opinion is I don't think it looks that bad, and it will definitely look better in person than what we're seeing on these renders. Opinion is divided, and some people don't even think this is what it will look like, and of course time will tell. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and everything to do with the Galaxy S11 series. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.